Well, let's talk about the thousands of job openings that exist in the cybersecurity field. Yeah, for those watching this video on LinkedIn, it will be translated into another language, but for those watching on my Instagram, you'll get the video in Portuguese. Well, about the thousands of job openings in the cybersecurity field, do they exist? Actually, no. Yeah, they don't exist in the way they are sold by the market out there. The fact is that the cybersecurity field has a skill gap in some specific areas, but we are not talking about a gap of people who want to enter the field. We are currently talking about a significant and growing gap when it comes to finding strategic people in the industry. So many of the existing vacancies that we see today, especially when we are talking about the integration of AI, are precisely high level positions. These roles come with a very high level of seniority, which already require a deep technical and strategic background in cybersecurity, along with years of hands-on experience, but now this must be combined with specialized knowledge in artificial intelligence, which is something that professionals are only just beginning to develop during their ongoing learning cycle. But for this, the vacancies already require a prepared professional who has already worked on cybersecurity demands, who sometimes has experience with application security, cloud security, among other specific areas, and then with a profile looking at aspects of artificial intelligence or other more emerging areas. Now, entry-level positions are becoming a bit scarcer because when these positions exist, they already require a proven level of experience, whether it's 2 or 3 years of experience, either in the cybersecurity field or in other areas. Junior positions are already becoming a bit absurd in this regard, even requiring certifications and knowledge of tools that you can only gain experience with by working at specific companies, because they are they are commercial tools that you can't access easily. So this is causing many professionals, many people who are entering the field to be unable to get opportunities. So it's a controversy because while many people who are wanting to enter can't find jobs, the market sells news saying that there are thousands of vacancies and talent gaps. But the truth is that there are thousands of high-level vacancies, right? But few people to work in these positions. So that is the gap itself. And sometimes the gap doesn't even actually exist within some companies because sometimes it's one professional doing the work of five and then they need to hire because that professional is leaving since they weren't valued the way they should have been. So there are other more complex issues. It's not just about millions of open vacancies or that there's only a skill gap and it's a specific skill, but it ends up requiring prior knowledge in other subjects. Actually, there are other market strategies that exist, and this ends up affecting both those who are already in the market and those who are looking to enter or find an opportunity to work in cybersecurity. So you have to be very careful with these narratives and how you absorb them because the market is looking for qualified professionals and it's a race. You are basically competing with millions of other professionals and you need to qualify yourself, stay on top of trends and not be too resistant. If the market is using artificial intelligence, you need to use it because you need to secure a job, right? But if the market changes tomorrow, right, and artificial intelligence no longer exists, do you have the capacity to keep working, or are you 100% dependent on a specific tool or technology? So when you break free from these constraints, that's when things start to flow a bit more, but you need to stay on top of trends because that's where you'll find the best opportunities. But that's it. I intend to record other parts because talking about this subject is a bit complex and needs to be broken down a little more. And I invite you all to also share your opinions, what you think about people who keep saying there are millions of job openings, how you see it, how you are looking for an opportunity, how you are developing your skills, if you are taking courses. And I invite you to take a course at Red Team Leaders. Feel free to visit our website. There are free courses. There are courses with uh, minimal prices, and I want to bring the best content to you uh, in some way. And I am also completely at your disposal if you need anything, some insight or something along those lines. Call me, comment here on LinkedIn, or send me an email there. Just access the Red Team Leaders platform, and you can send an email with any questions, and I will try to help. Okay. Best regards and see you later.